But I gotta ask, there are hashtag detractors out there. You know them, I know them. Some of us have them as friends, cousins, family members.
Right.
People that say only use them sarcastically. For sincerity, they're so 2009. I mean, do you know that phenomenon that people have just said you can search keywords in Twitter just as effective, you know? How do you respond to those detractors?
Well, first of all, in order to search a keyword, I have to go to the search window or go to the search field and type it in. Whereas with a hashtag, I just have to click on it and it runs the search for me automatically. That is a huge difference, number one. Number two, the idea that this stuff can be fed to columns. Now, you can feed a keyword to a column, but the difference is that there is an intentionality associated with a hashtag. If I do a column in my TweetDeck, for example, for the keyword prism, I'm going to get people who are talking about rainbows as well as people who are talking about privacy and the National Security Agency. Whereas if I use hashtag prism, I'm only going to get the people who are talking about the surveillance program and not about people talking about those fancy, highly faceted cut pieces of glass.
That's such a good, fascinating point, Alan. I really appreciate that. And you are the defender of the hashtags, the capital D defender. And we'll wait to see how it plays out. But I think you make some very good points about their ongoing relevance. Let me ask you this: you've said that Facebook is a medium that traditionally was immune to some political involvement because it was very personal networky, and it still is. And
right.
Now all the old fogies are on it. You know,
not so much immune, but it just was a challenge to use it for organizing. Typically, unless you were doing organizing for a local event or a local politician or issue, it's very good for that because typically we know that the average Facebook user, about 80% of their friends are local and 20% of them are not local, whereas on Twitter it tends to be the reverse, 80% are not local and only 20% are local. So when you use Twitter, you're talking to a national audience. When you use Facebook, you tend to be talking to a very local or very personally connected audience. That made using it for organizing, where you're trying to reach out and build a larger community and turn that into some sort of advocacy movement, it made it very, very difficult. And so anything that Facebook does that allows you to reach out to more people outside of your community, outside of your personal network, is a boon to organizers, is a boon to advocacy.